Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Welcome back to Real Talk with EJ. I am your host, Eno Jerry. We're back another Wednesday, another beautiful, wonderful, glorious, rainy Wednesday. Gosh, the rain that fell today was so dramatic. Like it was like, come on, it fell like the world was about to end, and then it just stopped. Anyways, we're here and we're live, and it is beautiful to have you guys here with us again. This is our second episode of the year, and I'm so happy to be here again. So we're going to kick off with the quotes of the day. But before we do, I just want to say I have very, very, very special guesties in the house. One of them is going to correct this English I just spoke because he's wrong. Yes, I'm going to introduce them in a minute. But before we go in, I want to talk about the quote of the day. And our quote of the day goes like this: gain control over your urges. If you continue to obey it and allow it to dictate your decisions, it is going to become Lord over you. Because whatever it is that you obey and what you give into is Lord over you. So be careful the things that you do when you feel like doing something. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to go ahead and do it at the moment. Always take time to think about things before you act. Process information, digest information, break it down, weigh all the pros and cons. Do not always go with your urges, and especially those of us that operate on social media. The urge to clap back, the urge to slap back, the urge to just, I give it to you, you give it to me. It doesn't promote anything positive. So gain control over your urges, because if you don't, it becomes Lord over you. So today, my guys, stays. I'm so happy to have these two human beings in the house. They're my co-hosts for the day. Two of them, I know, two co-hosts for the day. Oh yeah. So my very first guest today is Miss Princess. So I call her Princess Sofia. This is Miss Sofia.
Hello, guys.
Hi, baby. Good morning.
Good.
How are you? I like your hair. I like the ponytail. It's very
Princess-like.
Yes, it is. Princess Sophia, come in. It goes without saying.
It goes with it.
And then my second guest in the house is the one and only. He's this guy. He's an expression of art. I'm being dramatic, but that's what it is, because he carries so much weight. He carries so much gift and talent. He's an actor. He speaks. He is a thinker. This is Inem, ladies and gentlemen.
I almost thought you were talking about somebody else.
No, I'll let you do all the talking. Don't worry. You tell us about who you are. How you guys doing today? Welcome to Real Talk with EJ.
It's really awesome to be here.
I'm so happy you guys are here. I know I've been dragging you, like, please come on the show. Please come on the show. But yeah, we're finally here, and I'm happy you guys are here. How have you guys been? How's your Christmas holiday?
Princess Sofia.
What did you guys? Okay, how much rice did you guys eat? Because if you're like me, I ate so much rice. Like, rice was growing from my ears. That's how much rice I ate.
I avoided rice.
How do you avoid rice on Christmas? Who are you?
So that I can take in some more things like pounded yam.
This guy, you're an experienced Christmas eater.
Sweetness of life.
Yeah.
Okay, so Inem, before the camera went on, we're trying to dissect who you are, and I would love you to just take a brief moment and tell us who is Inem, what is Inem about, who is this embodiment of art sitting in front of us?
Okay. I like to be very humble about this.
Yeah.
Because I'm.
Yeah, please.
Okay. I'm Inem.
Yeah.
Bassey. I said earlier I'm an expression of art.
Yeah.
And that is because I love everything art, and I can give life to everything art around me. I talk, I dance, I sew.
Oh, I did not know. I've known you
Of
for
course,
almost
not-
6 months, and I've
There is-
never known this side of you, Inem.
There's
Please
some
carry on. Tell me
competition
more
in
things I
this.
don't know about you.
I try to be very quiet because there are a lot of professionals around me in that area, so I don't come and shame myself.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm a skilled, passionate, and trained actor,
Okay.
which is one of the easiest of all the things that I do that
Okay.
comes to me.
Okay.
And what else? A lover and husband of one.
Oh. How old?
and
How old is your baby?
Lover and husband of one.
Oh, sorry, husband of one. I'm sorry. I was going ahead of myself. I'm sorry. Carry on, please.
Okay, and a father of two
Oh yes.
and three soon.
Ooh.
You see, you know, life. You need to be fast about
Yes,
life.
you see,
so
you have to
that
quick,
something
so
does
that
not-
no excuse. That's beautiful. So, of all the things you've mentioned, which one do you love the most?
Two,
Okay, which is
to talk and to act.
talking and acting. That's
Yeah.
good. How is fatherhood? I know. How is that experience? Because I mean, there are a lot of young fathers that would love to hear what your own sort of excuse, because we're always talking about mothers, but we never hear about what it's like to be a dad. Do you is this a boy or a girl? Or do you have
Two
both?
girls.
Two girls. So what is it like to be a father of two girls? Like what's that? What does that feel like?
Well, for me, I would say the job of being a father has been made easy because of my wife.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Aw.
And
I
I
know.
like that. And she's so amazing that I don't feel the weight. Actually, she's made a lot of sacrifice for us. I
Yeah.
have too,
Yeah.
but she had to quit her job
Yeah.
to resume work,
Wow.
motherhood
Oh,
full time.
wow. Oh wow.
So it has made it a lot easy for me. So
Wow.
my girls are amazing,
Oh,
and
wow.
I can't take the credit for that,
Oh wow.
100%,
Oh wow.
because she has done so much to help us raise such amazing girls.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Okay, so Mama, we want to just give a shout out to you for that sacrifice, because I know it's not easy to like shut down everything about your life and just dedicate it to being a full-time mom. Shout out to you. We appreciate you and thank you for making life easy for Inem here, because it would have been quite difficult.
I love you, baby.
So Princess Sophia, hi.
Yeah.
Tell us about who is Princess Sophia? Like, so I keep saying Sophia, but that's not, Princess is my own nickname for you. But who is Sophia? Tell us about Sophia.
Okay, I've been called a lot of things. Sofia.
Oh wow.
When I was little, this man used to call me Sofio.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was
Sounds like
Igbo. He,
Ofio.
A few.
he couldn't pronounce my name, so he would call me Sofio. And I've been called a lot of things.
Oh, wow.
Sophia. Like, I get confused because I don't even know the right pronunciation for the name
Of it.
anymore.
Oh.
So whatever you call me,
Is
I'll
that
take
bad?
Fine.
Oh jeez.
it. Yeah, I'll take it.
But what's the real pronunciation of your name? How do you say your name?
The proper way to say it actually is Sophia.
Sophia. Okay, Sophia. Ladies and gentlemen, her name is Sophia, not Sophia. So tell
Yeah.
us about who is Sophia? Who is Sophia?
Okay. Before I get into introducing myself, I want to commend Inem
Okay.
for giving that lovely shout out to his wife. It's
Yeah.
amazing to see
Aw.
fathers. to see fathers and dads openly appreciate their wives when they're not with them is a heartwarming thing, and it makes me like, yeah, that's exactly why we have Wonder Woman on our side. There's no Wonder Man.
There's Wonder. Hey, you said it. Hey, there's no Wonder Man. That's the word. Mic drop. All right.
Yeah, so
That's
thank
beautiful.
you.
Thanks, Sophia. I
And
appreciate
thank
that.
you to that beautiful woman for giving him two little princesses that are gonna make his life hell.
Elsa and Anna.
Yeah,
Yeah. Elsa. Oh, that's such a beautiful name.
Wait, you actually named your kids after frozen characters?
Frozen characters.
That's who they have become by their love of Frozen.
Oh wow. Oh, okay. Because God, you scared me there for a second.
That is definitely that is definitely not a Nigerian thing. Don't do that. Okay, so my name is Sofia John Tiedo.
Okay.
I am a student. Go to University of Uyo. I study linguistics. Also, I'm a fashion designer, a writer, and a poet.
Oh wow.
EJ, the balance of all things, that she was going to make me, give an impromptu poetry or poet.
Don't worry, we're gonna get your poetry. We're gonna get your poetry.
I have to tell them.
She's trying to escape.
Should I escape?
Yeah, guys, in case it comes out wrong, just there's nothing on me right now.
So we're on to that. Actually, she's a fashion designer. She's courtesy of she's the one that designed this beautiful jacket I'm rocking today. So shout out to Sofia. This is Heaven's Couture. This is what the brand is called. So thank you for making. I'm rocking Heaven's Couture. This is how I'm looking to go to heaven.
I have some contacts for you.
You should. You should. She's
Couture,
something.
right?
Heaven's Couture.
Yeah. So guys, it's Heaven's Couture. This is just a sample.
Sample piece.
Yeah, sample piece. So just don't come at me.
Come at her.
For anything you see that's wrong with it. It's a sample, please.
But no, funny thing, I remember when we sat down to have this conversation about you going into designing full time, because you made one jacket and I was like, you need to make more, and you shut down for 3 weeks and came out with the entire almost an entire collection of samples. So that's beautiful. Shout out to you, man. I love that. And you actually you sewed this yourself.
Yeah, I did.
That's amazing.
Surprisingly,
guys. Yeah. See, I told you people, talent. There's too much talent is going on this table. Yeah. Wow, guys, this is beautiful. So so today's topic, which is going to be really brief, it's going to be about COVID, a blessing or a curse. I know. Silence in the room. See how the tempo just dropped. But you see that because that's what we're facing right now. That has been the conversation for almost a year. I mean, it's getting to 1 year because I think it started around February last year. So, but so far, COVID, is it a blessing or is it a curse? Like, because I know there are some people that would tell you, man, the best thing that happened to my business was COVID. Zoom. And there's some people that the worst thing that happened to my business was COVID. There's some families that the best thing that happened to my family was COVID. And there's some families that said opposite. So from your own personal experience, what do you think COVID is? Is this a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Is it a that timetable that's coming to check, have you guys been taking care of your health? Like, what is COVID to you? I'll start with you, Sophie.
Come on.
I was just waiting for that.
Okay, so COVID. Okay. To some, COVID is a curse. To others, it's a blessing. To me, it's a little bit of both.
Okay. Why do you say that?
It's not easy spending. It's a beautiful thing, spending time with your family. No, guys, don't laugh.
Please, no judgment. Okay. We don't judge here.
Yeah, don't worry. It's a beautiful thing. Like, I'm in school, so I haven't been with my family for a while, and a lot has changed from that girl that left secondary school, straight from boarding house to hostel. Yeah. So staying in the same house with grandma, mommy, daddy, like everybody.
Wow, I can imagine.
For over 7 months.
Oh wow.
It was
a tug of war. But do you think that has more to do with you or with them? Because you're not used to being in such a closed space with like your parents and your grandparents and your families for so long. So it's like you feel choked. It's like, oh my God, I can't do anything compared to when I was in school. I could just go out and do what I needed to do at my own time.
On the contrary, it's quite the opposite. I'm very used to it.
Okay.
So I was an only child for like a really long time, up until I was like 18.
Okay.
Wow.
So it's I didn't have a problem staying alone.
Okay.
Like my mom would like leave me alone in the house for most of the day, go to work, come back, and I'll still be inside the house.
Okay.
So long as there's lights. If there's no lights, that's how I knew I had something.
Yeah.
I would start talking to myself. I would create scenarios. American movies really helped me.
Oh wow.
You know, watching Parents Trap.
Yeah.
Have you watched that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, being those two girls, like I tried to be them every time. Like I'll stand in front of a mirror and act. So my mom didn't really have a problem leaving me alone. So staying with my parents or inside the house isn't really a problem till now. But growing up actually is a lot, because from being a teenager, you're now trying to turn to an adult. That process itself is really hard, not just for you, especially for your family, your mother, because they don't want to accept the fact that you're becoming an adult. They don't want to accept the fact that you're going to have your own opinions and perspective. So that's what really made the COVID period really challenging. Having conversations with them was like, it was really hard, because your opinions will not always be respected. Yeah, because conversations were just hard in general, and staying in the house and not talking, that made it hell.
Yeah.
So
That's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Inem, to you, like, what does COVID mean to you?
A blessing, nostalgia, both, like she said, happiness, sadness, pain, good, just a mixture of both of them. And same kind of experience. Work takes you out every morning, your business and all that you have to do. And you come back home exhausted from working. But right now you're changing your schedule to trying to get exhausted from doing nothing per se. It was crazy initially, and you can bet the initial phase of this would, create that rough edge.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to fit into being in the same space for so long a time.
Yeah.
So even at home,
Yeah.
the first few days you hear a lot of shouts. The children are everywhere doing everything, things you didn't get to see because you were out to work.
Yeah.
And after a while, of course, we had to be at home with everything.
Yeah.
And we adjusted. Sad for me, I lost my dad in August.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah, I remember.
Painful.
I remember.
I still haven't cried till now.
Wow. That's tough. That's interesting.
Yeah. I'm wondering why.
Yeah.
My dad loved me so much. I'm the last born.
Okay.
That is...
And you were the closest one to him.
Yes. And, still part of the whole COVID story. Then he's based in Kwara State.
Okay.
And I didn't have the opportunity to see him again before he passed.
Wow.
So short.
Oh, wow.
So it's just mixed for me.
It
And
mixed
a lot
for
of
you.
good things still happen to me in the
In
course of
COVID.
this year.
Yeah.
A lot.
That's interesting. So, I believe that a lot of people have have this same experience, but they haven't really been able to categorize COVID. So that COVID is this thing that we can't define it. Is it because like a stranger walking into your home and is changing things, and at first you're like, okay, why are you touching? What's going on? But then again, it takes a certain level of understanding, spiritual discernment, and also personal self-growth to sit back and ask, why are you here? Because you're here for a reason. Like nothing happens by accident, nothing happens by coincidence. There has to be a reason why you are here. Are you here to make my life better? Are you here to make my life worse? And so far, if we pay attention, we will see what COVID has, the impact it has done with us, not just around, but in us. Because it has given, for me personally, it gave me time to to think a lot. I had time. All I had during COVID was time. So, but during that time, I couldn't work. I couldn't run my business. The business the business part, that one was painful because all the plans I had for business. Then when you sit down like, okay, I'm going to make so much money this year. Look at all these activities. And then everything happened and it shut it down. So that one hit me hard. Like it hit me like below the belt. But it gave me time to sit back and re-strategize. I said, okay, God, if you brought this thing, because I'm very spiritual, I like to have these conversations with God. I said, God, if you brought this thing, what are you trying to teach me during this process? What do you want me to learn from this? So I had time to sit back and work on myself. I met so many incredible people that helped me to process my thought because I was running, literally, I was running mad. Because there was so much going on, so many mix of emotions, so many activities. Like there was a lot of things I had to adjust to in a very short span of time. I was like, okay, I can't process this. I had to go sit down with amazing human beings, coaches, just to sit down. Like, look, how do I process this? And they helped me. One person in particular, God, I'll never forget that Coach Heidi. God bless you wherever you are. She helped me to basically bring my chaos into order, into perspective. And I said, okay, look at this. And I said, I'm like, wow, if COVID didn't happen, I won't have time to do this. I won't have time to sit back and actually start working on me. I won't have time to sit back and spend time with my son. I won't have time to just look within and plan. And I now realize like those plans that I had for the year, if I actually executed it, it wouldn't have gone the way I had thoughts because it gave me time to sit back and replan and re-strategize. So to me, I would say COVID is a blessing because now it has also helped me to be more health conscious. We there's so many things that we took for granted. Like it's like so many. I feel like COVID is like the pre-rapture. Like it's like rapture preparation.
It did open a lot of people to so much of possibilities that they had within them that they didn't realize.
Yeah.
Because survival within that period, it was a lot of things to a lot of people. Some people lost jobs, some people had pay slash, some people were not paid. But at the end of the tunnel, they realized that there was an alternative way to survive. And they did survive despite all of these things. So it was like an awakening to other possibilities within you that you did not explore before that time.
Before that time. Yes. Because we became so redundant. Human beings, we are creatures of habits. When we start something, we just
and
continue.
You get to think that's all there is.
Exactly. That's all that there is to it. There's no other way. And then sometimes we need something to slap us over the head, to tell us, okay, exercise these other aspects of it. Because human beings, we are tripartite in nature. We are made of different things. And if you only exercise one aspect of you, then the other aspect of you is left dormant. So something has to happen to activate that aspect of you. Like if you injure your right hand, you will learn how to eat your left hand. If not, you'll be hungry. You'll be hungry. So you have to eat. So you have to adjust to the new reality. So now, for you, what has been the major adjustment for you, like in terms of COVID that happened? What's the one thing you had to tweak in your life that I was like, but I had to do it?
Okay. Speaking as a student, made me realize that school is just a little part of it.
That's profound.
It's more like I've heard my pastor say, Reverend Mrs. Angela Shong, she said one time in church, she said, when your eyes are open spiritually and you see the world around you, you realize that there are no limitations, no barriers. There's nothing stopping you. So having that and hearing that, it made me realize that school is just a little part of it. If I plan my life around school, when I'm done, I'm going to be lost.
Interesting.
So it made me think, it made me realize, like, school isn't everything right now. you are the person going to the school. The school didn't come to you. The school isn't going through you. You're going through school. You're having experiences. What you do with those experiences, are they just going to like remain in school after you're done? Like you just move on with your life. They're a part of you now. So you make it yours. You know, you make that experience yours. School is like a little, like just 4 years. Little time in forever. Just 4 years out of forever. So if you make your life about 4 years, you're going to be lost forever.
Interesting.
So I had to learn during the COVID that there's more to me. So it was like a time of self-discovery. And then speaking with my family, that wasn't really smooth. So I had to speak to myself, inspire myself to be better. So I had to write.
Which we still haven't heard.
I had to write.
She deliberately left it.
She did.
I would. It was that was an accident. It just came out, and I realized, like, yo, she's going to. Yeah. But I had to write. I had to learn to be artistic in speaking, spoken words. I had all the time, like, our house, like, surrounded by bush. Yes, so I'm going to the bush and speak. Yeah, I had to learn to have that power in my voice. So I did that, and it made me realize, like, yo, I can do so much more.
That's good.
Like, lecturers, you want to threaten me, hold me.
Yeah.
You don't know me.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't
Like, that is like it's so empowering. Like
Yeah.
it's
To know who you are and what you can do, and know that the system does not, and like the system no longer defines you. You know, it's time for you to redefine the system itself.
Oh, girl, preach. Oh, the system no longer defines you. You
Yeah.
have to redefine the system. That's
Yeah.
profound. So basically, we have the power.
Yeah.
The power has always been ours, but we've wasted it, and we haven't utilized it in the way that we ought to, so that it can work for us and help us to manifest what God has planted in us. So it's like me depositing, giving me money in your bank account. I dropped 1 billion in your account, and you're only using 10
Use me
naira.
as an example. That's like 1 billion.
I dropped 1 billion in your account.
Oh,
But you're only using just a fraction of that, and you're struggling with that fraction. But you have so much more. You can tap into to meet the needs. So everything is actually within us. So this COVID for me, it is supposed to be a period where everyone just we all had a break, and I believe that God gave everybody time, equal time. The whole world shut down. What you did with your time is going to showcase in the years to come.
Very true.
So you had a whole year where you did absolutely nothing. What did you do with it? Were you busy complaining about the situation? Where is COVID? I've not been paid. I've not done this. I've not done that. You surround your mind. You occupy your mind with the problems in front of you, and you don't take time to go within and say, you know what? God has given me time, because I promise you, God is going to ask us about this COVID. What did you do with it? And I need to, then the result is going to show. So if you do not utilize your COVID properly, I think it's time for you to go back and redo it. They said the second wave is coming, Abby. That's what they said. The second wave of COVID is coming. So you have a second chance.
Like those who didn't use their first chance well.
Yeah, let it be for them.
But, you know, from what
Sophia.
I was looking for the princess part of it.
Okay.
From what Princess Sophia said, you know, this realization about, you know, life and school just being a phase of life, you know, is priceless. And for me, there are things when I go past a stage of life and I look back and I have a better realization now, I wish I could turn back the hands of time to relive that season so that I can make the best out of it. And you having that understanding now that, you know, when a lot of people are in school, people do extremely crazy things because they feel this is the definition of my life. So I must give my life to get
this.
it. Crazy.
Yeah.
Just because you haven't come out of that box to see that if I make everything about this 4 years of my life about this, when I'm out of here, it's like starting afresh again.
Yeah.
Whereas, if you understand that it's just an aspect, it helps you think the future, even while you are there, and prepare room for yourself in the future already. So when you exit this stage, you're already fitting into something you have created ahead of you. So for instance, somebody like Sofia, coming out of University of Yo is not like, so what next? What next is already happening to her.
It's already happening, yes.
You know, so I just wanted to say that for anyone who's going through any particular stage of your life that is probably time bound, know that it would come, it will expire, and you have to move on to something next.
Something else.
Create something next while you're still here, so that you don't get stuck when you leave that phase.
That's profound. I look, take it this way. Imagine the soldiers. We can't just recruit a soldier and send them on the war front without going through boot camp. So in boot camp, they're going to teach you endurance. They're going to teach you patience. They're going to teach you, they're going to exercise your strength, your ability to work under pressure. So during that period of that camp, there is a lot is going to be happening to you and for you, so that by the time you get in the battlefield, you know exactly how to plan your opponent. You know exactly how to strategize. You know how to run faster. When the bomb is coming, you know how to speed. So if you didn't go through that boot camp process, when they throw you into the war front, you will be the first person to be eliminated. Because you haven't acquired any skill. You haven't acquired any knowledge. You haven't learned anything. So if you don't go through a process, you will not be able to handle the next stage that God has for you. Because I was having a conversation with a friend of mine about process, and the process is something that we dread, but it's something we cannot avoid. Because we keep saying, I want to blow. But you cannot just, God is a magician. You can't just snap and blow. You have to be able to go through God has to take you through a process where he can trust you enough to give you what you're asking for. Joseph had to go through a process to become the king. Joseph had to go through a process to become a king. So process is important. So maybe before we round up, last words for the people that are still struggling with this idea of, okay, COVID happened, they are still depressed about it, they are still feeling like, oh my God, it is the end of the world for me. What would you like to say to them in terms of how they should perceive and receive this whole situation? Last words.
Can we start with him now?
Okay, start with him.
Okay, I will say, according to the Holy Book, there is nothing you're going through that is particular to you or peculiar to you. People have gone through this and people have come out strong. So people have also suffered losses in this period, and they've picked themselves up.
Yeah.
So whatever it is you've gone through, somebody has gone through worse, and the person is still up and moving.
Yeah.
So dust yourself up. Check for the things you were supposed to learn from this period.
Yeah.
Learn them and move on.
And grow. The show must go on. Sophia?
Okay, so I'm going to steal a little from the love conversations we've had.
Yeah.
And I would say, breathe. You know, it's like, it's the one thing that people forget to tell you when you're in pain. Or they say that only to women in labor. But anyone in pain should remind them to breathe.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, from the prick of a needle to giving birth. Like, men also go through pain. So it's like important to tell everyone you know, I know you're going through this, but I need you to breathe. Just, I just need you to breathe.
Yeah.
Everything is going to be okay. Just breathe. And you're not going to be gold if you don't go through the fire. Yeah. When you dig up raw gold, it's still dirty. It still needs some work, process.
Yeah.
So you have to trust that the fire you're in is only there to make you better. And make sure this is my last one. I'm going to take from what he said about the what next. Make sure you always beat the what next. Yeah, that's it.
Mic drop. Mic drop. The show must go on. Go through the process and live. And live. Enjoy the process as well. It's hard, but enjoy it because something great is going to come out on the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Real Talk with AJ. I am your host, Jerry. It was great having these amazing brains. You're going to be seeing them more often, so just stick around. They're going to be coming around a lot more often. So thank you guys, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week.
Bye.